some kind of glasses. Set that one right up yourself.
Casey, Steven. He always does.
I say nothing but good stuff about the man who shall not be named.
Wait till it's Kukla, then I gotta correct all his wrong rules.
Yeah, I get some of those wrong. Hello, lacrosse friends, and welcome to Game 3 of the Can-Am semifinals between the Tonawanda Braves at home today and the Tuscarora Tomahawks. What a tale of two series we have had. Game 1, Friday night here in Tonawanda, was 14-8 for the Braves. They dominated, got out to a 6-2 first period lead, and just led the whole way. It was never really close. And then yesterday, we go to Tuscarora, and the Tomahawks dominate. They got up by a ton. They wind up winning 13-5. So, what will happen today? Who knows? One thing we've definitely been fortunate with the scheduling that we were in this beautiful, fun outdoor rink on Friday night. It was hot, but it was okay. Yesterday, it was hammering rain while the game was happening during the day it was hammering. It was still raining at night, so not sure the field would have been in great shape to play yesterday, but today it looks great. It's not too hot. It's about 24 degrees, which I don't know what that is in American. That's like, what is that? Anybody? About 80 or so. It's a good temperature. And we're off. Mitchell Streety pulls it out straight to the referee, but it is snagged by Hunter Lemieux. Lemieux had a huge game yesterday, and he almost springs Jimmy Chadwick, but it just got a little too far into the corner. Chadwick gets banged along the boards. It pops out, and it's going to be scooped up by Tonawanda. They take over the first possession with an effective defensive shift. Defense is really, even though one team scored 14 goals in one game and one scored 13 in the other, I feel like defense has been a real key team defense. That was the difference for Tuscarora yesterday. They played sharp team defense. Here's a rip from the outside by Grayson Ground. Gets his own rebound, and it is a fresh 30. Nice pass in, and Owen Hill will start things up with a goal. Tonawanda is going to hope that keeps going throughout the game. Owen Hill had a great game on Friday, as he was wont to do. Yesterday, they really kept him in check largely. Streety pulls it out to himself, and will throw it back. Kind of gets away from Ben Austin for a moment, but he's going to move forward. Vern Hill wearing 90 today. That's his number in the gray jerseys. Nice idea for Ben Austin, maybe a bit of a force. Lemieux was surrounded by a trio of gray jerseys. That one gets through, but he was already past the net, so Carson Reese is going to circle around. Nice to see his girlfriend Sam here today. Lots of fans out in the crowds. I had a nice chat before the game with Dylan Sprentz's mom and Carson's girlfriend and Darius Kilgore's girlfriend. It's fun. It's a great community, and this is a beautiful location. That is not a beautiful play by Jack Zakowski, who had a gorgeous assist the other night to set up a goal with that one. It just popped out of his stick. There's a pretty solid check coming back, though, as he takes out Silas Jonathan from the system, out of his routine. And here we go. Comes up to Grayson Ground. Keelan Seneca will set a pick for him. And Nelson Logan looking for some space. That's a big pick. A big check by Jimmy Chadwick. Oh, it's picked off. Kwiatkowski had it, but he lost it. First man there is going to be Evan Printup. in the roster today for Tuscarora, but it's snuck away by Nelson Logan. Gets a shot off. Sprents had to be sharp. Sprents was outstanding yesterday. Had a lot of help from his defense, and that's going to be a bit much by Zakowski on the loose ball, and Tonawanda will get it back. I'm Steven Stamp. This is Game 3 of the best of 5 semis. The winner of this game, of the series, will play. Oh, hang on. There's Owen Hill. He loses it and goes through the crease. And then goes into the boards, gets helped up. No ill intent. Anthony Patterson helps him up. But yeah, whoever wins this series will play the winner of Allegheny and Onondaga. Allegheny has won both of the games so far in that series, 7-3 and then 8-5, I believe. So Allegheny looking pretty solid there. You never know though. This one is fascinating with the two blowouts, one each way. Easy 5-hole save with the goalie stick for Goa Abrams between the pipes for the Braves. He actually wound up leaving yesterday's game, being replaced by Wayne Abrams. Nice job by Jimerson to spin off that check. Not really much there. Oh, Mike Smoke was in the slot. Sprents can't get that one with his hand, but quickly there is Austin. Ben Austin, nice simple pass ahead. Devin Napoleon. Oh, sorry, that's Logan Monroe. Kent Baker print up over to Reese. Reese's sidearm shot is stopped. Gets all the way up to Devin Napoleon, and it'll be a new possession. Reese had a lane. Oh, give and go. Nice trail check there. That was Keenan Ninham, I think, got the stick on that to knock it away. Vern Hill on the run forward. Flying up the floor on that rebound. Jimmy Chadwick was hoping it would spring him for a break, but bounced up a bit too much and spun away. Now Vern Hill battling for it. 6 seconds left on the 30-second clock. Vern Hill returns to the bench without his stick after that battle. It will be returned presently. Nice toss by the official, getting that one over and getting quickly back to his spot. Here's Hunter Lemieux. Can't quite get it. Neither can Nick Miller, but now Miller trying to come up with it, still rolling around on the turf. He gets it. 30 expires as he tries to get a shot on net, was running out of time. Tonawanda will go the other way. Anthony D'Amico pass ahead. Here comes Hill. Keelan Seneca in the corner. Silas Jonathan was down, popped back up, would have been open, but had to get back onto his feet. Here's a chance for Hill. You don't want to let him take those too often, but he missed on that one. Here comes Kritkowski on the run. He had 3 breakaway chances yesterday. Couldn't convert any of them. And this time, there's just nothing there with Zach Belter. That's going to be a penalty. Keenan Ninham got a little overzealous to the back of Zach Belter, and that's going to be 2 minutes or less. Unless they can score here, which they might. Oh, nice save by Goa Abrams. Turning aside Hunter Lemieux. Wound up stepping in the crease after that, and play will be blown down. Ninham will go to the box for 2 or less. And Tuscarora will try to overcome this early 1-goal deficit. We're almost 5 minutes in. Thanks for being with us, lacrosse friends. Pleasure to be calling these games. It's been a great weekend down in this Buffalo suburbia area, I guess it would be. Hard shot. The Tomahawks thought that one snuck through. It did not. Marv Curry almost found a spot. And then that's a little miscommunication. You see the two players discussing. It's Brett and Logan and Ian Dolak talking as they tried to make a pass and it just got away. Here's a chance. Austin racing off the bench to take away the angle from Dolak, who tries a shot. Tusky has it going the other way, and here's Ben Austin. Reese spins off the check from Hill. Hill strips him, and the stick is gone, but nice job by Reese to kick it back so he can maintain control. Anthony Patterson hands it off, gets it back immediately. Rips one, saved by Abrams. That's right in the belly pad. Goalies are such fickle creatures, and you can see Friday night, Dylan Sprents was not really on his game. He was fantastic yesterday. Friday, Goa Abrams was great. Made everything look so simple yesterday. It wasn't really his day. A lot has to do with the defenses in front of them, of course. There's Logan Nelson. Well, Nelson Logan gives it over to the far side. Grayson Ground driving to the net. Ball pops free, and the 30 will expire. Lovely big 30-second clocks. Not sure if we have those on the. Yeah, you can see it over in the corner there. Those are huge numbers. Good pressure by Grayson Ground to pop it free, but it rolled right to another Tomahawk, and Patterson will trot forward. They've only got 20 seconds left on the penalty. A save goes out of bounds, and it will be ball back in a fresh 30 to Tuscarora, but the penalty is going to end in 8 seconds. Not sure if they'll shoot. They were going to try the quick stick. It gets tipped up off the mesh. You can't shoot now. There we go. On the run. Nice pass across, but it was just, Reese was a little tied up, and then Abrams swallows that one up. And Jimerson with a quick outlet pass. They got the man coming off the bench. It's Shadow Jonathan right in the belly pad. Not the shot he was looking for. Great break off the bench. Here comes Austin.
We know he's got belly pads. All right. Next shot. Next shot.
Kyle Henry coming out of the corner. Everything opened up for a moment, but Sturgis Sundown took it away, then got bumped. I think he got knocked down by his own teammate, actually. The 30 about to expire. It's going to be Tonawanda ball, and Vern Hill takes a look up the floor. Nobody's there, so he'll just trot up, make the safe pass. Experienced play there. Here's Ground. Owen Hill setting a pick for him. Just kind of staying in the way of Ron John, who's a key defender for this Tuscarora team. Cam Seneca tracks that one down. Almost picked off, but Jimmy Chadwick runs past. May have gotten a piece of it because the Mike Smoke had the ball go off into the corner. Here's Zach Belter. Good look. Saw Marv Curry coming off the bench. Realized the pass wasn't really going to advance them any, even if he made it. So he took his time. Now he's got it back. Pressure from Dolak. Hand off by Baker Printup. Reese can't get it through, and Jimerson's off. He's heading over to the far side. Nice save by Sprents. Pretty good shot by Jimerson. I actually thought he could have cut to the middle a bit more and might have had a chance to beat his man, but turned into a decent scoring chance. Here's Carson Reese. Leaves it for Napoleon. Was opening up. He was thinking about the shot, but then Owen Hill got out onto him. Henry will rip one, stopped by Abrams. They get it back, and here's Henry again. Baker Printup over to the boards. Carson Reese looking underneath. Wasn't there, so Napoleon has it. Pretty good ball movement. Not getting anybody through. Now there's a cutter. Kyle Henry gets him. They can't complete the pass. Ninham will slow it down. Leaves it there for Keelan Seneca. Gates Abrams gets it in the middle, and he is deadly in there. Nice job by Abrams to just make that low catch and not really change things too much. Streety and D'Amico on the faceoff again. It's ripped out well into the Tuscarora end. But it's grabbed there by Ron John. Kritkowski hands it over. Past the midway point of the first. This one's flying by. Nice spin down low by Patterson. Just missed. I'm not sure if Abrams got it. No, he shot it wide. 7 on the shot clock. That's just a reset shot, and it's not going to work because it was really soft into the belly pad. Here comes Silas Jonathan. He'll slow it down. Both teams regularly looking to push the pace if they can. Both teams doing a pretty good job of getting back and taking away those opportunities. Gates Abrams with another chance. He's stopped by Sprints. Abrams behind the net. Watched by Napoleon, who's going after him now. That bounces off the back of a defender straight to, Logan Monroe. I keep messing those two up. There's a save again at that end. And Tonawanda will have it. Gates Abrams had stayed down in the offensive zone for Tonawanda, which they were doing with him some yesterday as well. Zach Belter saves him. That is quite a battle. We've seen that develop over the course of the series. That's a nice pick by Shadow Jonathan to free up some space. That shot goes wide, gets onto the back of the net. We're going to have a holding call on Tuscarora. So with Evan Printup going to the penalty box, it's a chance for Tonawanda to extend this lead. Logan at the top gets it back. Skip past the hill. Comes back to him. Good movement. There's a lane. Oh, that gets away off the fence. These players really get used to playing the ball off the fence, getting used to how it ricochets. It's a little different than having the boards, the glass. Just a second left on the shot clock. It's going to run out on Tonawanda, and the Tomahawks will go up. Minute and a half to go in the penalty. They'll be able to kill a chunk of it. Pressure from Seneca. Austin will change direction. Seneca went to his knees. Pops back up. Gates Abrams is sneaking up the floor. Ben Austin comes back and they get somebody out. Tuscarora really paying attention to that as he tries to slide up unnoticed. Gates is a pretty big dude though. It's a little hard to not see him. Oh, off the post. Hard rip by Reese. It's going to come back to him. And then he's flattened by Sturgis Sundown, who says, "What did I do?" And it's like, well, you ran over a guy without the ball. Abrams up the floor and Ron John staying with him. Chadwick double teamed. It's 3-on-4 in this end. Still 35 seconds to go on the penalty. Lemieux looked like he was trying to go through. 5 seconds on the shot clock, so he'll take one, but misses wide. And that is going to give Tonawanda the opportunity to kill the rest of this penalty. Or sorry, they're on the power play. It's the other way around. Yeah, Tusky's going to have to try and kill the rest of this. There's Gates Abrams. Waiting for everyone to get there. The last guy up is right there with the ball. Keelan Seneca, he stopped. And that should do it. Yeah, there's 5 seconds left. So that will be the end of that power play. Printup is released. Comes over to the bench to get another forward and driving to the net was Patterson. Pass across. Pretty good drive there, but Marv Curry couldn't get it past the foot of Goa Abrams. Jonathan Jimerson running through the aggressive checking from Patterson. Now Patterson picks up on ground. Racing ground down into the corner. Tonawanda just getting their fifth forward out now. Two-man game in. Nice shot by Mike Smoke, but it's stopped by Sprints. Here comes Ben Austin. Is he going to try and go along the boards? I don't know if I would. Okay, he's just going to keep gliding. I thought he was going to try and sprint past for Hill. He does actually get past Hill. And it works out okay. There you go. He was very alert. You got to give him credit. He was really paying attention to what Hill might try. Chadwick, pick and roll doesn't quite work. The pass well out of the reach of Hunter Lemieux. Lemieux with the forecheck. Bit of a swat to the hip as the player trails away. Silas Jonathan. Owen Hill. Logan gets it out to Cameron Seneca, who rips one, a riser up into the fence. Here comes Zach Belter. Nick Miller down low. Oh, not a bad pass. Right idea, just not quite on target as Curry was backpedaling. Here's Grayson Ground. He's got a cutter, Mike Smoke. He's kind of past the danger area by then anyway. And it's going to be turned over. Kritkowski. One's a little much for Monroe to handle. Reverse whip goal. Nice play. Carson Reese, without a lot of options, takes advantage of the one that seems like it might work, and it does. I don't know if we'll be able to get this one. Two to one. Tuscarora pulls back within a goal. Streety wins it to himself. Cross to Lemieux. There's a lane there. Oh, off the crossbar. Right on top of the one of the shelters for the fans. Got the wooden shelters across the floor. Pretty cool. Lots of folks in there. We've got the one metal bleachers at the end. That's where everyone's fanning themselves because it's way more open and they're out in the sun. That's the end to our right, right behind the net here. That has just been sniped by Jimmy Chadwick, the emotional leader of this Tomahawks club. Finds a spot and ties things up. There's the Selly. It's down on the floor level when they were heading out for the second warm-up yesterday. And he was the one just getting ready to go out for the game, and he was the guy who's really driving them. He's the emotional, he's the loud, he's the talker that gets him going. And then, you got to back it up on the floor, and he just did there. Lemieux going after that loose ball, but nice positioning by Tonawanda. Jimerson fights him off, gets shoved to the floor, and takes a peek, but Dolak came away with the ball, and Tonawanda's got possession. We're 2-2 with just 3.5 minutes to go in this first period. I'm Steven Stamp. Thanks for being with us here on this Blue Squatch production on Lacrosse TV. Tuscarora looking for their first lead of the game. Reese spins underneath, flips it back. It's a little too far for Baker Printup. Oh, that should actually be delay a game, I would say. Actually, maybe not. I think about it because you got to start with the ball over in the corner, so you don't need to let him pick it up right beside your crease. I take it back. 12 on the shot clock as Reese cuts underneath. One stopped and snagged there off the ground by Brett Logan. Tonawanda trying to reestablish their lead. They were up 2-0 earlier. The last two goals to the Tomahawks. Boy, the blowout Friday one direction, the other direction yesterday. Now looks like a tight one. Sprents with the stop. The intensity and the focus for both teams seems to be pretty much on today. This could be a heck of a series. That shot well wide. It's going to bounce out. And Patterson will get it. They've only got 8 seconds left right now on the shot clock. Napoleon trying to drive in. He's got it dangling out there in one hand. And he's just going to run out of time. Wisely just leaves it along the backboards. Good defense there by Jonathan Jimerson. Cam Seneca comes out from the boards, gets a pick there. The roll wasn't really there. It was fairly well defended. Knocked down by Ron John. Scooped up by Logan. 5 on the shot clock. Ripped from outside is blocked. Soaked up by Austin. He's just kind of holding on. Got a bit of a clamp with the loose hand onto Grayson Ground, but no call. Lemieux with the rip. That's off the shoulder of Goa Abrams and up into the crowd. Nice catch by a fan in the last row of the seats. He's going to toss it down to a kid who's pretty excited about that souvenir. Pass. That's a good chance, but missed wide by Marv Curry. He's just been a little off with his accuracy today. Here's Chadwick again. Spins. Pulls it down. Oh, Reese was open for a moment, but Chadwick was just spinning the other way. Abrams has it. 10-second difference in the shot clock and game clock. So Braves can't really hold for a last one. They may try to go ahead and shoot. They do. That means Tuscarora's going to get. Now, are they going to take a timeout? I would think so. It could be a turnover here. No, it's going to roll in. Tonawanda calling for a back end, but it looked like it was directed in by a Braves player. So timeout taken with 15.5 seconds left. And the Tomahawks will have a chance to get the final goal of the period, try and take their first lead. The Future Lac Stars Summer Showcase 2023 is happening August 18th to 20th in Tuscarora at Cornerfield Arena. Cornerfield. And yeah, it'll be in Cornerstone. That's it. Cornerstone Arena in Tuscarora. They'll be having it. I knew I had the wrong thing. That's August 18th to 20th. Put on and hosted by the Tuscarora Tomahawks. The 3 15-minute periods with running time, 2-minute intermissions, Lacrosse Canada rules, just $200 entry fee per team, and they're guaranteed 4 games. You can reach out to James Rickard at 716-514-0092. Now, final 15 seconds of this first period. The trailer coming up is Patterson. He takes the ball. 5 to go. Chadwick. That one was not a bad shot to take, but it was well off target. That would have counted, I think, if it had gone in, but it was pretty far wide, too. And we are all tied up, 2-2. So in game one, Tonawanda led 6-2 after the first period. In game two, Tuscarora led 6-2 after the first period. Or 5-2 after the first, and then went ahead 6-2. Now we have a 2-2 game. It is close, it is exciting, and this is what we're expecting to see between these two teams. I'm Steven Stamp. Thanks for being with us for this Blue Squatch production on Lacrosse TV. We'll see you in 10 minutes.
We would like to thank Goodies for sponsoring the Can-Am playoffs. Without them, these streams would not be possible. Get on down there, check them out. They've got a great selection of flour, tinctures, edibles, concentrates, anything you need at prices that can't be beat. We would like to thank Goodies for sponsoring the Can-Am playoffs. Without them, these streams would not be possible. Get on down there, check them out. They've got a great selection of flour, tinctures, edibles, concentrates, anything you need at prices that can't be beat.
As always, we would like to thank Cattaraugus, located on the Seneca-Cattaraugus territory, a small dispensary that focuses on quality over quantity. Stop in and check them out if you're anywhere near Irving, New York. We would really like to thank Higher Society, a recreational dispensary located on Richardson Road in Tonawanda, New York, open 7 days a week. We would like to thank Grandma's Approved Sovereign Trades, located in Seneca Falls, New York, for picking up the camera sponsorship, allowing us the opportunity to cover both series, Can-Am playoffs. Thank you very much to Grandma's Approved Sovereign Trades.
We would like to thank Goodies for sponsoring the Can-Am playoffs. Without them, these streams would not be possible. Get on down there, check them out. They've got a great selection of flour, tinctures, edibles, concentrates, anything you need at prices that can't be beat.
As always, we would like to thank Cattaraugus, located on the Seneca-Cattaraugus territory, a small dispensary that focuses on quality over quantity. Stop in and check them out if you're anywhere near Irving, New York. We would really like to thank Higher Society, a recreational dispensary located on Richardson Road in Tonawanda, New York, open 7 days a week. We would like to thank Grandma's Approved Sovereign Trades, located in Seneca Falls, New York, for picking up the camera sponsorship, allowing us the opportunity to cover both series, Can-Am playoffs. Thank you very much to Grandma's Approved Sovereign Trades.
We would like to thank Goodies for sponsoring the Can-Am playoffs. Without them, these streams would not be possible. Get on down there, check them out. They've got a great selection of flour, tinctures, edibles, concentrates, anything you need at prices that can't be beat.
As always, we would like to thank Cattaraugus, located on the Seneca-Cattaraugus territory, a small dispensary that focuses on quality over quantity. Stop in and check them out if you're anywhere near Irving, New York. We would really like to thank Higher Society, a recreational dispensary located on Richardson Road in Tonawanda, New York, open 7 days a week. We would like to thank Grandma's Approved Sovereign Trades, located in Seneca Falls, New York, for picking up the camera sponsorship, allowing us the opportunity to cover both series, Can-Am playoffs. Thank you very much to Grandma's Approved Sovereign Trades.
We would like to thank Goodies for sponsoring the Can-Am playoffs. Without them, these streams would not be possible. Get on down there, check them out. They've got a great selection of flour, tinctures, edibles, concentrates, anything you need at prices that can't be beat.
As always, we would like to thank Cattaraugus, located on the Seneca-Cattaraugus territory, a small dispensary that focuses on quality over quantity. Stop in and check them out if you're anywhere near Irving, New York. We would really like to thank Higher Society, a recreational dispensary located on Richardson Road in Tonawanda, New York, open 7 days a week. We would like to thank Grandma's Approved Sovereign Trades, located in Seneca Falls, New York, for picking up the camera sponsorship, allowing us the opportunity to cover both series, Can-Am playoffs. Thank you very much to Grandma's Approved Sovereign Trades.
We would like to thank Goodies for sponsoring the Can-Am playoffs. Without them, these streams would not be possible. Get on down there, check them out. They've got a great selection of flour, tinctures, edibles, concentrates, anything you need at prices that can't be beat.
As always, we would like to thank Cattaraugus, located on the Seneca Cattaraugus territory, a small dispensary that focuses on quality over quantity. Stop in and check them out if you're anywhere near Irving, New York. We would really like to thank Higher Society, a recreational dispensary located on Richardson Road in Tonawanda, New York, open 7 days a week. We would like to thank Grandma's Approved Sovereign Trades, located in Seneca Falls, New York, for picking up the camera sponsorship, allowing us the opportunity to cover both series, Can-Am playoffs. Thank you very much to Grandma's Approved Sovereign Trades.
We would like to thank Goodies for sponsoring the Can-Am playoffs. Without them, these streams would not be possible. Get on down there, check them out. They've got a great selection of flour, tinctures, edibles, concentrates, anything you need at prices that can't be beat.
As always, we would like to thank Cattaraugus, located on the Seneca Cattaraugus territory, a small dispensary that focuses on quality over quantity. Stop in and check them out if you're anywhere near Irving, New York. We would really like to thank Higher Society, a recreational dispensary located on Richardson Road in Tonawanda, New York, open 7 days a week. We would like to thank Grandma's Approved Sovereign Trades, located in Seneca Falls, New York, for picking up the camera sponsorship, allowing us the opportunity to cover both series, Can-Am playoffs. Thank you very much to Grandma's Approved Sovereign Trades.
We would like to thank Goodies for sponsoring the Can-Am playoffs. Without them, these streams would not be possible. Get on down there, check them out. They've got a great selection of flour, tinctures, edibles, concentrates, anything you need at prices that can't be beat.
As always, we would like to thank Cattaraugus, located on the Seneca Cattaraugus territory, a small dispensary that focuses on quality over quantity. Stop in and check them out if you're anywhere near Irving, New York. We would really like to thank Higher Society, a recreational dispensary located on Richardson Road in Tonawanda, New York, open 7 days a week. We would like to thank
Welcome back, lacrosse friends. It is the second period. We are tied 2-2, 20 minutes to go. I'm Steven Stamp. This is Can-Am playoff action from Tonawanda, produced by Blue Squatch on Lacrosse TV. This is a good game so far. Definitely the most interesting game of the series, and I feel like the series is ramping up. Both teams playing better. And here's a chance. Tuscarora had a chance off the opening faceoff, and there's a goal in transition for Anthony D'Amico. Not a whole lot of fancy here. He just gets to the space there, and a nice little pick to open up that shooting lane. Definitely helpful. "20 seconds in, the tie has been broken. Let's see what goes next. Streety scoops it up, does a little spin, comes away still with it. Trying to run through everybody. That's going to be tricky. Burnhill comes away with it. Bounce pass. Another bounce pass. Here's Owen Hill. Ball's popped loose. Didn't realize it right away. Now Ron John has it, and he'll take off. Back to Marv Curry. Here's Napoleon on the near side. Looked like he had to lean underneath. Hits the pick over the top. Miller pulled it down. Napoleon with the shot. That one's rebounding up the floor. It's going to be scooped there by Silas Jonathan. He's got Keelan Sanka come off the bench. Owen Hill is fairly closely covered, but they managed to get the pass through. A nice pass there. That's a lovely two-man game. The finish by Keelan Seneca on a perfectly placed pass from Owen Hill. 4-2, so we had 4 goals in the first 20 minutes of play. We've got 2 in the first minute and 28 seconds of the second. Can Tonawanda continue to pull away? We've had 2 blowouts in the series. What will Tuscarora's response be? Chadwick gets that ball. Lobs it back out, and they're going to set things up with Ben Austin. He was looking to the bench. He's not really an O guy, and that's why he hands it over to Sturgis Sundown. But great wheels to get back, and I think he affected the shot. Great hustle by Austin. There's nobody more motivated to get back in transition defense than a player who's just thrown a pass that got picked off easily. Here's Chadwick. Coming across the top. Sidearm skipper. Stopped by Go Abrams. He's looking up the floor. Nothing down there, so he's just going to make the short pass. Gets it ahead to D'Amico. Got away from Hill, but no trouble. Ground with a little push pass. Goes all the way through to Sprints. He's going to make the short pass to Zakowski. He was saying the other day, my plan is just run straight ahead. And it works out there as he gets up in a hurry and hands it off to Kritkowski. They both head to the bench. Miller to the far boards. Kyle Henry watched there by Seneca. See a number of these Tonawanda players playing both ways. Seneca and Hill, they'll all go down. Picked off. Jonathan Jimerson quickly off the bench is Ron John. But nobody picks up Keelan Seneca, and that almost cost him as the Sprints just got a little bit of that one. Tyler Kahn leaves it there for Kritkowski. Napoleon has a lane. Didn't quite get that off the way he wanted to. Going to cut a bit of a divot. That pass is too far for Vern Hill, and it's going to go all the way down to Sprints. He'll just hand it off to Logan Monroe. No, that was Devin Napoleon this time. No, it's not. It's Logan Monroe. Man, those 1s and 7s. Carson Reese had a goal earlier. Little jump shot, missed that one substantially. Just a few seconds left on the shot clock. Hunter Lemire working his way out. He's going to get a shot on. That's going to be a reset. And up out of play, it'll be Tuscarora ball. Went off the foot of Abrams or the post and bounced up into the stands. Napoleon trying to duck underneath. Good two-man defense by the Braves. Curry will rip one. That's into the chest protector, just under the throat guard of Go Abrams. No hand up on that check. It was a pretty robust check. Turns into a turnover and possession for Tuscarora. Kent Breaker print up. Bounces far side. Ron John surveying. Baker Printup's going to shoot low. That one's off the stick or foot of Abrams and up out of play. Oh, that's a quick recovery. One of the young fans over along the backside has already got that ball in his hand. He knew exactly where he was going. Oh, nice save by Abrams as Chadwick had a dangerous chance there. Too many on Tonawanda. I'm not sure that the players or official down at the far end of the floor heard that whistle blow because they just kept going. But it was a too many here. A little early coming off the bench was Grayson Ground. And the ball's turned over to Tuscarora. Miller finds Reese. That's a big pick. Yeah, that's going to get called. Outlet pass. Oh, trying to hit Hill coming off the bench. He avoids the crease nicely, but slips in the corner. Oh, no. Hope he's okay. Definitely went pretty hard. You can see he's got the turf cleats on there, but he slid in. It looks like the ankle may have bent over a bit going into the boards. Again, it rained very heavily yesterday, so little residual dampness on the floor. Lobbed outlet pass. Connects with Ninham. Here's Gates Abrams. Oh, you can't let him underneath. The save by Sprents bails them out, but just you could see what he wanted to do. And I guess it's easier up here, but it was pretty clear he was heading underneath there. Spin by Seneca. Nice toe drag. Oh, he's got his man in front. Just on top of the crease was Grayson Ground. It got a little too tight, and that winds up being a violation. Great opportunity. That's dropped by Patterson. Just going to slow things down. There's a goal. Moving it forward, and Marv Curry just taps that one in. Sturgis Sundown having a chat with Anthony Patterson post goal. That's what the floor looked like before the game. So it'll be matching penalties. It's Patterson and Sundown heading off after the roughing. So we'll go 4-on-4 for 2 minutes and longer if. Oh no, they'll get released at that point, of course. Now, why is Shadow Jonathan going in? Oh, we've got a 10 for Sundown. So a 10-minute misconduct for Sturgis Sundown. He's going to be out for a while, but his minor will be served by Shadow Jonathan. The dot, again, Streety and D'Amico set to do battle. It's an interesting little different colored circle of turf at the faceoff dot. Kahn flips it across. Hunter Lemieux manages it. Ron John is out for the offense. Here's Napoleon. Thought he had a lane he liked. It was taken away. Now Reese coming in. Napoleon kind of dragging his defender over to him, but they go to the back door. And Hunter Lemieux, who had a couple of quick sticks yesterday, buries one there to make it 4-4. Bring the Tomahawks back into a draw. If you were watching yesterday and saw my struggles with the replay machine, you'll see today it's not me doing it, it's the machine. That's Trevor's in charge today and having the same frustrations I had. 4-4, 13-13 to go, 132 left in the matching penalties. Austin gets it off the faceoff. Here's a chance. Curry with this bouncer. Abrams doesn't know where it is. There's the one thing I don't like. I'd love to see that rule change to the NLL rule where you can reach into the crease because you just have to stand there and you know the ball's there. The goalie doesn't know. And there's nothing you can do. Here's Owen Hill. Double team stops him effectively. 10 on the shot clock. He'll pick. Smoke comes over the top. Lets one rip dead overhand, but nice foot save by Sprents. Swim move. Swim back is Keelan Seneca. Right on top is Owen Hill. And I'm not sure how it seems like a good idea to leave Owen Hill standing on top of the crease like that. That was a rhetorical wondering. It's not a good idea. They just lost track of him. 42 seconds still left in the 4-on-4. Streety trying to control it. The ball keeps popping away from him, then he overruns it. Kahn couldn't get it, but eventually Ron John did. A lane for Baker Printop. That's a good shooting opportunity, but nice save by Abrams. D'Amico with it. D'Amico couldn't hear all his teammates yelling on your back, and Austin almost knocked it loose, but he fights through well and gets it to Gates Abrams. And too many men called on Tonawanda. I guess they had a fifth guy out there. Each team will have 5 guys out there in 6 seconds. Oh, that's in. Carson Reeves with another one. That was in and out fast, but just off the mesh. No argument from Tonawanda. It was clearly into the net, and it's 5-5 with 5 seconds left in those matching penalties. We've had 3 goals during the 4-on-4 after having 4 in the entire first 20 minutes. It's a wild game.
Game and runs, boys. Come on, swing it back our way. Let's go.
Streety rips it out, and Tyler Kahn comes away with it. We're back to even strength, or full and even strength. We were even strength anyway. Patterson is out, as is Shadow Jonathan. Another 8 minutes to be served. Oh, reverse whip attempt. Reese is feeling it. Stopped that time by Abrams, though. But Sturgis Sundown will be in there for quite a while.
Fix it, D. Fix it, D.
Big pick. The ball actually popped loose. Chadwick's over there. Oh, they're going to call a penalty on Chadwick. Which, I don't know. Oh, well. Might be a tripping call. Chadwick now going after the ball, trying to get it and get the play blown down. That's going to be a loose ball push. 30 expires anyway, and yeah, it will be a tripping call. So Chadwick got tied up, took his man down, and will go serve 2 minutes or less for it. Chance for the Braves to go back ahead as we near the midway point in the second period.
Steve, nothing gets behind us on this man down, all right? All we want to do is contain him. All we do is contain him.
Belter and Austin will be the low men on the penalty kill.
Yep.
The highs will be Tyler Kahn and Ron John. Cam Seneca is setting up in the middle of the slot, and they go back to Owen Hill. This is Keelan Seneca back over to Logan Nelson. No, nothing yet for Gates Abrams, but now he gets a nice flip pass off the post. That worked well, except for just being on the outside of the iron instead of the inside. Tyler Kahn, nice job of avoiding getting stripped. Now it comes out. He's lost his stick, and that's going to be a turnover. Eventually, the hard work by Logan Nelson. Logan, sorry. I'm sorry, Nelson. Get that one back, and especially useful on the power play. Gives him time for another offensive set. And Abrams rips that one. Sprints, just gets a bit of it with his arm. Abrams skip pass. Good movement. Abrams wide open in the middle, but Sprints turns him aside. Just stayed nice and tall, didn't go for anything low. Abrams behind the net. Wilson's shot into the chest pad. Belter trying to decide what he can do. He figures his best bet there is to run through Seneca, and he makes it. I like the way he checked his options. Now he's going to shoot and scores. Kyle Belter is fired up, and that is a lovely shorthanded goal. I love the decision over along the boards. He assessed what was there, knew he had to get up over center because you got that 10-second count to get up into the offensive zone. So he knew he had to go. He just put his shoulder down, trucked ahead, got through the check along the boards, and then things really kind of opened up. He was looking past, but the shooting lane was just too juicy. And Tuscarora has gone up for the first time in this game, 6-5. Still shorthanded for 34 seconds. Patterson gets the ball. Now it's loose. It's down by their feet. Ron John slips in. He was the first one to see it as it came out of the scrum. There's 4 more seconds on the shot clock than the penalty clock, so they can definitely kill the rest of this. They lob it across to Ron John. Backdoor attempt. Carson Reese almost had another one. Just off the outside of the post. Actually, kind of the front of the post. Side of the post. Burnhill lobs it ahead. Gets it back. Oh, nice give and go, but just missing wide was Grayson Ground. Hill tracks it down. Tries again on the feed. Ground just missed that one. Zakowski employs his straight line principle. Nice pass ahead. Big save, Abrams. Almost another transition goal. And the Tomahawks get it back. They'll lob it up top. Patterson sees the lane, starts to go. It closes off. Hard rip by Lemieux. Pretty easy save on that one by Abrams. And here's Jonathan Jimerson. Owen Hill. Looking for a pass he likes. He's trying to direct. Hill comes to set the pick. Grayson Ground. Well checked there by Belter. That shot from Seneca doesn't get through and it just winds up rolling into the stick of Dylan Prince. Here goes Prince up the other way. Good decision not to make that pass, and the hard shot. That's a good call. Good thought process. Reese was covered. D'Amico hits the cutter. Keelan Seneca looked like he had a lane, but I think he saw the defender sliding and figured it probably wasn't available. Nice pass behind the back. Abrams stopped. Sprents collapses on it. I think he actually caught that with his hand just as it was about to go over the goal line. That's a heck of a play by Sprents. Very alert. Curry back up to Miller. Chadwick trying to open some space. Quick release by Patterson, but it's well off the target. 10 seconds to shoot. It's grabbed there by Dolek. Dolek takes a bit of a pop from Nick Miller. So Tuscarora takes a timeout. We got 6:25 to go here in the second period. It's 6-5 for Tuscarora. Looking at the schedule today pre-game, and the schedule that is now appearing is showing Friday and Saturday for the games in this series. The original schedule we were given was Saturday, Sunday. So double check that on the site, but it looks like it's Friday at 8 here, and it's back here in Tonawanda. And then if there's a game 5, it'll be in Tuscarora on Saturday. So a little bit unusual doing the 2 games in a row here. You never know who that's going to favor. I mean, if whoever wins today is probably favored, I guess, because if Tonawanda wins today, they can close it out without ever having to leave their home rink here. But if Tuscarora wins, they can get either a road win or they will then get home floor advantage in game 5. So probably based on availability, I would imagine. Here's Hunter Lemieux. Baker print up surveying. Miller along the far boards. Vern Hill trying to separate him from the ball. Lane opens. Shot saved by Abrams. Vern Hill is pretty aggressive going after that, but almost led to trouble. Now he comes away with the ball and makes a nice outlet pass up to D'Amico. D'Amico scored a little while ago. He's not going to get a chance this time as they're way out on him. Krutkowski and Austin both getting onto him. Hill comes away with that one. Gates Abrams, quick rip, but Sprents was ready. It's grabbed by Austin. He's going to use the crease for protection and runs forward. Krakowski gave it up quickly to Ron John, who comes in. It's a big pick by Patterson. Silas Jonathan spun, and Patterson was right there waiting for him. Pretty solid collision. Sidearm rip, Devin Napoleon. That one's no problem for Go Abrams. Pops free, but it's grabbed by Owen Hill. 5 minutes to play. 6-5 ball game. Silas Jonathan. Loses the ball. Big collision, and the 30 is going to expire. Zach Belter will take possession. Pressure right away. Right away, like early, if anything, from Nelson Logan. Turned it over. You're going to say too many on Tonawanda. And that's an easy one because they actually had Jonathan Jimerson down at the other end, their defensive end of the floor, as Kent Baker Printup was still out there. And then they sent 5 guys out in the defensive zone. Baker Printup finds Reese. He's looking for a shot. Nice pass. Pretty good move by Miller, but then I think we have a loose ball push there. It was a reset as that shot got off the post before the buzzer went for the 30. Before the 30 expired. There's Vern Hill switching hands, rips one, stopped by Sprents, and just stays nicely nestled in the mesh of his crease. That's a check in the crease. They get away with it. Way to move by Mitchell Street. He couldn't hang on to the ball, but it looked pretty cool. And here's Ron John up the floor boards. Napoleon slowing things down. Doesn't seem too sure what he wants to do. He's going to go for a run for the net. It's wide open, pass to the back door. Nice play, but just missing it was Chadwick. He was agonizingly waiting for the ball to get there. It didn't. Now he's going to just bounce a shot on Abrams. But it'll be easily picked up and thrown ahead to Jimerson. Hill watch closely. Gets a pass through to Cam Seneca. One hand between the legs. That one's stopped by Sprents. He just maintained his position. Austin ahead to Krakowski. Tonawanda, good job getting their D out. Tuscany will slow it down and hand it off here to Nick Miller. Watched immediately by Dolak. Baker Printup's shot is blocked. Loose on the ground, and it's only a second left in the 30. Oh, Reese has a chance, but he's going to have to just drop it as time did expire on him. Under 2.5 to go in this second period. What a game this has turned into. It's really been from the start. D'Amico, watched by Patterson. Jonathan with the pick. Keelan Seneca, that one's wide and goes well down the floor. It's going to go all the way to go Abrams. You can play as it ricochets around that corner. Gives to Jonathan Jimerson. Oh, no, he actually throws it away. Nice hustle to get back by Grayson Ground and maintain possession. There's only a few seconds left in the 30. It's just lobbed ahead there by Ground. French was just standing aside. He must have seen it because he didn't seem to be looking up. Here's Devin Napoleon trying to duck underneath. Good positioning by Jimerson. It's in! And that is more about power than placement because Carson Reese just fired it as hard as he could at the foot of Goa Abrams. It hit the stick and or pad, but had enough to just carry itself over. And it's a 2-goal lead for Tuscarora. 1:39 to go here in the second period. I'm Steven Stamp. This is Blue Squatch Productions presentation of Can-Am playoff action on Lacrosse TV. Thanks for being with us. This is quite a game. We'll have to check out what's happening over in Onondaga this afternoon. See if Allegheny is able to close that series out or if the Red Hawks can get a win and get back into it. Dolak hands it over and heads to the bench. D'Amico tries to hit Sundown right on top of the crease. Ooh, bit of an adventure for Dylan Sprents. Kwiatkowski directing traffic with his head. There's Reese. Is he going to try again? He is. No problem for Abrams on that one. Went 5-hole and just took it away with the stick. Tuscarora has it back. They might want to take a shot fairly soon just to go for the 2-for-1 option. But yeah, that's a good option. Oh, that one go off the leg of either teammate or defender. Saved by Abrams. Pops out. Marv Curry with some pressure. Nice little pass out of the crease by D'Amico, and Vern Hill calmly picks it up. Been a 5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, so they can't wait for a final shot here safely. So they're not pulling. Well, they can wait for a shot, but they can't pull the goalie safely. Nice attempt there to get through by Nelson. Grayson Ground is digging in there, even though the play's been blown down. And with 10 seconds left, Tuscarora going to try to get an opportunity here. John goes to the net. He's tugged. He won't get a goal, but he will draw a penalty. With 7/10 of a second left, basically that will just start next period. It's great work by Ron John heading to the net. And it's going to be Anson Gardner who wound up just kind of clutching on a little bit. So we will start the third period with Tuscarora leading Tonawanda 7-5. We're going to take a break during the intermission after play gets blown in. And then we'll be back to Can-Am semifinal action from Tonawanda, brought to you by Blue Squatch Productions on Lacrosse TV. I'm Steven Stamp. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you in 10 minutes.
We would like to thank Goodies for sponsoring the Can-Am playoffs. Without them, these streams would not be possible. Get on down there, check them out. They've got a great selection of flour, tinctures, edibles, concentrates, anything you need at prices that can't be beat.
As always, we would like to thank Cattaraugus, located on the Seneca-Cattaraugus territory, a small dispensary that focuses on quality over quantity. Stop in and check them out if you're anywhere near Irving, New York. We would really like to thank a Higher Society, a recreational dispensary located on Richardson Road in Tonawanda, New York, open 7 days a week. We would like to thank Grandma's Approved Sovereign Trades, located in Seneca Falls, New York, for picking up the camera sponsorship, allowing us the opportunity to cover both series, Can-Am playoffs. Thank you very much to Grandma's Approved Sovereign Trades.
We would like to thank Goodies for sponsoring the Can-Am playoffs. Without them, these streams would not be possible. Get on down there, check them out. They've got a great selection of flour, tinctures, edibles, concentrates, anything you need at prices that can't be beat.
As always, we would like to thank Cattaraugus, located on the Seneca-Cattaraugus territory, a small dispensary that focuses on quality over quantity. Stop in and check them out if you're anywhere near Irving, New York. We would really like to thank a Higher Society, a recreational dispensary located on Richardson Road in Tonawanda, New York, open 7 days a week. We would like to thank Grandma's Approved Sovereign Trades, located in Seneca Falls, New York, for picking up the camera sponsorship, allowing us the opportunity to cover both series, Can-Am playoffs. Thank you very much to Grandma's Approved Sovereign Trades.
We would like to thank Goodies for sponsoring the Can-Am playoffs. Without them, these streams would not be possible. Get on down there, check them out. They've got a great selection of flour, tinctures, edibles, concentrates, anything you need at prices that can't be beat.
As always, we would like to thank Cattaraugus, located on the Seneca Cattaraugus territory, a small dispensary that focuses on quality over quantity. Stop in and check them out if you're anywhere near Irving, New York. We would really like to thank a Higher Society, a recreational dispensary located on Richardson Road in Tonawanda, New York, open 7 days a week. We would like to thank Grandma's Approved Sovereign Trades, located in Seneca Falls, New York, for picking up the camera sponsorship, allowing us the opportunity to cover both series, Can-Am playoffs. Thank you very much to Grandma's Approved Sovereign Trades.
We would like to thank Goodies for sponsoring the Can-Am playoffs. Without them, these streams would not be possible. Get on down there, check them out. They've got a great selection of flour, tinctures, edibles, concentrates, anything you need at prices that can't be beat.
As always, we would like to thank Cattaraugus, located on the Seneca Cattaraugus territory, a small dispensary that focuses on quality over quantity. Stop in and check them out if you're anywhere near Irving, New York. We would really like to thank a Higher Society, a recreational dispensary located on Richardson Road in Tonawanda, New York, open 7 days a week. We would like to thank Grandma's Approved Sovereign Trades, located in Seneca Falls, New York, for picking up the camera sponsorship, allowing us the opportunity to cover both series, Can-Am playoffs. Thank you very much to Grandma's Approved Sovereign Trades.
We would like to thank Goodies for sponsoring the Can-Am playoffs. Without them, these streams would not be possible. Get on down there, check them out. They've got a great selection of flour, tinctures, edibles, concentrates, anything you need at prices that can't be beat.
As always, we would like to thank Cattaraugus, located on the Seneca Cattaraugus territory, a small dispensary that focuses on quality over quantity. Stop in and check them out if you're anywhere near Irving, New York. We would really like to thank a Higher Society, a recreational dispensary located on Richardson Road in Tonawanda, New York, open 7 days a week. We would like to thank Grandma's Approved Sovereign Trades, located in Seneca Falls, New York, for picking up the camera sponsorship, allowing us the opportunity to cover both series, Can-Am playoffs. Thank you very much to Grandma's Approved Sovereign Trades.
We would like to thank Goodies for sponsoring the Can-Am playoffs. Without them, these streams would not be possible. Get on down there, check them out. They've got a great selection of flour, tinctures, edibles, concentrates, anything you need at prices that can't be beat.
As always, we would like to thank Cattaraugus, located on the Seneca Cattaraugus territory, a small dispensary that focuses on quality over quantity. Stop in and check them out if you're anywhere near Irving, New York. We would really like to thank a Higher Society, a recreational dispensary located on Richardson Road in Tonawanda, New York, open 7 days a week. We would like to thank Grandma's Approved Sovereign Trades, located in Seneca Falls, New York, for picking up the camera sponsorship, allowing us the opportunity to cover both series, Can-Am playoffs. Thank you very much to Grandma's Approved Sovereign Trades.
We would like to thank Goodies for sponsoring the Can-Am playoffs. Without them, these streams would not be possible. Get on down there, check them out. They've got a great selection of flour, tinctures, edibles, concentrates, anything you need at prices that can't be beat.
As always, we would like to thank Cattaraugus, located on the Seneca Cattaraugus territory, a small dispensary that focuses on quality over quantity. Stop in and check them out if you're anywhere near Irving, New York. We would really like to thank a Higher Society, a recreational dispensary located on Richardson Road in Tonawanda, New York, open 7 days a week. We would like to thank Grandma's Approved Sovereign Trades, located in Seneca Falls, New York, for picking up the camera sponsorship, allowing us the opportunity to cover both series, Can-Am playoffs. Thank you very much to Grandma's Approved Sovereign Trades.
We would like to thank Goodies for sponsoring the Can-Am playoffs. Without them, these streams would not be possible. Get on down there, check them out. They've got a great selection of flour, tinctures, edibles, concentrates, anything you need at prices that can't be beat.
As always, we would like to thank Cattaraugus, located on the Seneca Cattaraugus territory, a small dispensary that focuses on quality over quantity. Stop in and check them out if you're anywhere near Irving, New York. We would really like to thank a Higher Society, a recreational dispensary located on Richardson Road in Tonawanda, New York, open 7 days a week. We would like to thank Grandma's Approved.
Welcome back, lacrosse friends. We are ready for period number 3 of game number 3 of the Can-Am semis. Winner of this game will take a 2-1 lead. Right now, leading in this game are the visiting Tuscarora Tomahawks. Remember, during the regular season, these teams played 4 times. Tonawanda won 3 of them, 12-9 or 11-10 on May 27th, 6-5 on June 7th, and 12-9 on July 7th. There was one very odd game here, a 12-0 Tuscarora win. You don't see a lot of shutouts. We're not going to see any for a long time. But here goes Tuscarora onto the power play. And apparently I'm leaning into the camera. Sorry about that, folks. You don't need to see my arm over there. Slow developing power play. Patterson. There's a rip. Almost stuck between the arm and body. A little reverse whip by Hunter Lemieux. That's stopped by Abrams. And D'Amico will move the ball out. Up comes Jonathan Jemerson over center. Left it there for Grayson Ground. Mike Smoke and Gates Abrams on this side. There's Ground getting a pick from Keelan Seneca. Tuscarora gets it. They got a minute 4 left on the power play. Ron John will take his time getting into the offensive zone while the rest of the man-up unit gets out there for the Tomahawks. Patterson gets it back from Baker Printup. That rip is knocked down, and Ian Dolak is taken off. He is clear of the field. Look at the wheels. Nice hustle by Carson Rees to maybe get a piece of that. Dylan Sprents may just be calling Carson Rees St. Carson after that one. The former Port Coquitlam Saint hustling back to break up the scoring opportunity. Nice pass to get it through, but Nelson Logan is taken down. It's going to be a holding call. Patterson helped him up, and now he can't believe he's getting called. Oh, it's actually going to be Ben Austin going off for holding. So we'll be even up at 4-on-4 for just 6 seconds. Then Anson Gardner is going to be released from the penalty box. He's already got the door open. Play's blown in. Time ticks out. Gardner sprints over to the bench, and that will let Cam Seneca go and join the fray. He's the last man out. Goes in to set a pick, trying to open it up for Gates Abrams. Rip from Keelan Seneca is popped out by Sprents. Kwiatkowski pushing the back. No call. Owen Hill, nice pass to the back door. Oh, what a finish. Great pass and the gorgeous fake and dunk by Nelson Logan. And he's pretty fired up. That's a nice play. Nelson just convincing fake to the far side. Tucks it back just inside the near post. It's a 1-goal game. 2.5 minutes in the third, 7-6. This is some great lacrosse. Streety controlling it. Chadwick comes away with it. He's got Lemieux with him. He's going to shoot as Lemieux is taken away. Probably the right decision by Jimerson. Lemieux on his right side is the more dangerous option. Chadwick gets that loose ball back. We are even strength after that power play goal. Chadwick takes it. They need another player, and it's going to be Reese getting out there. Chadwick sidearm kind of got deflected on the way, and may have been a bit of an issue for Abrams, but it was wide. Fernhill with the outlet pass, and here's D'Amico. Keelan Seneca. Zach Belter way out to pick him up. Actually, don't go that far. It's not the biggest rink here. The box is a little smallish. Compresses some of the action. There you can see, I was gonna say, you can see how quickly Kyle Henry got out on his check, but he actually went right past him and created a pretty good scoring chance for Tonawanda. Now Henry getting over to the boards. Fresh 30, and there's a chance for Jonathan. That one's stopped. Check from behind, no call. Probably balances out with the last one that Tuscarora got away with. Belter back up to Anthony Patterson. Nice little slip move by Marv Curry, but the shot just wasn't there with it. It's going to pop loose, and Kent Baker Printup will be the first guy there. 10 on the shot clock as it's still rolling around on the floor. Nice job to pull it back to himself by Baker Printup. He's going to get a shot off. Or does he? Throws it to Ron John, who gets the shot. That will be Tuscarora possession. It was very close, but it did get on. The call was about to be made by John Zabo. And the ball ricochets out into the concession area. And it's Tusky ball. 7-6, they still lead. Good decision there by Johnny. Thought about taking the shot, but opted to pull it out and set the offense up. Probably didn't have much to shoot at in that particular spot. Baker Printup gets it back from Chadwick. Chadwick, 6 on the shot clock. That one's knocked down. Vern Hill going after it, but nice job by Baker Printup. And he's just going to lob it into the corner and let Tuscarora get their defense out. Silas Jonathan. Grayson Ground has it here. Jonathan Jimerson coming out for an offensive set. He'll set a pick on Zakowski. Here's Seneca. Gates Abrams is just, somebody's pulling somebody. I think that Ty Conn may have had just a grip on Gates Abrams' arm. Couple seconds left. They're going to run out of time on the 30. And Tuscarora will go back the other way and try to extend their lead back to 2. They've had a few separate 2-goal leads, but Tonawanda keeps battling back. It's the nature of this series at this point that we have gotten down to the short strokes to the knit and grit, nitty gritty. That's it. Devin Napoleon off the post. Little step back shot. This one's going to be tracked down by Hunter Lemieux. The level to rise to a loose ball push has grown fairly high here. Kyle Henry tries behind the back pass, can't quite connect with Marv Curry. Miller working for it. Vern Hill lost his stick. That one's thrown a little blindly, but it works out. Good heads up play by Ninham. But then D'Amico is stripped. Patterson flips it back behind his head. And it goes straight to Carson Reese. I don't know if he knew Reese was there. If he did, that's a heck of a pass. If not, he got a little bit fortunate. Hard rip stopped. Curry almost had the loose ball. He will go and get it now. Patterson indicating to slow down a little bit. They're just getting their fifth attacker out. Chadwick tries to use the pick. Pretty good two-man defense there. Oh, pass into the middle. Oh, what a goal! And the snow angel for St. Carson. He just goes another reverse whip. Wait, was that Jimmy the Jet Chadwick? It was. So that was Chadwick with that one. That is quite a play, and he is fired up to make it 8-6. Sorry, did not give you that one right away, Jimmy. Didn't know you had that in you. Heck of a play by the pride of Elmira, Jimmy Chadwick. Lemieux, little shovel pass. Miller's looking behind him. He kind of had some green space in front of him. He wants to get the O set up, and he will now get the pass from Baker Printup. Spins off a pick from Lemieux. There's the roll. Gets it to him. Tries the one hand behind the back. It's all that was really there, but the D was all over him. Jemerson, a little shove. Lemieux went to the turf. Here's Owen Hill. They find Cam Seneca. He hooks that one. It's grabbed by Mike Smoke. Just avoids the crease. Kritkowski all over him. Smoke comes up with it. Belter will pin him against the boards. 10 on the shot clock. Nice job by Smoke to fight out of that check, but then the ball pops away from him. And it's going to come out to Evan Printup. They'll slow it down. Tomahawks lead by 2. 8 minutes into this third period. Bouncer gets off target. It's going to be tracked down by Napoleon with 12 left on the shot clock. Reese setting the pick. Patterson takes the low pass. 4 on the shot clock. He gets away from Chadwick. And that one was fairly well wide. Be grabbed here by Keenan Ninham. Wow, big save by Sprance after Logan Monroe was sent to. No, it is Devin Napoleon. No, it's not. It's Logan Monroe. Who was sent down as he stepped on a Tonawanda player's foot, I believe, and wound up tripping on him. Ron John will slow it down and just bounce one into the turf for Kent Baker Printup. That's Devin Napoleon. Lemieux. Shot clock about to expire. He'll just roll in the corner. Close to a delay game, but just was already rolling. Looks like we're having a fan ejected. Could be a bit as the fan taking his time, getting out, still engaging with the official. And we're back underway. 10:40 to go. 8-6 Tusky up ahead. Austin trying to check Owen Hill. Hill breaks away from it. Nice two-man defense there by Austin, tying up Nelson. That was ground that was setting the pick. Here's Kritkowski. Flip pass by Curry doesn't quite work. Double team on the loose ball. Sturgis Sundown gets the ball free, but throws it too far. It's going to be picked up by Chadwick. Dolak on him. A nice little pick by Reese. Nothing excessive. Past the midway point of the third. Tomahawks up by 2. Wide open lane for Patterson. He gives Go Abrams a nice tap. Saying good save. Lemieux gets it, and a fresh 30 for the Tomahawks. Napoleon. They're going to reset, go up to Kent Baker Printup, who immediately gives it off to Marvin Curry. Big pick by Lemieux. He doesn't like it, but he's saying it was a dive, but that was a pretty big shove beforehand anyway. Here comes Tonawanda. Sundown leaves it there for Grayson Ground. Things getting pretty testy in the slot where basically those are the trenches, and there are some battles going on. Oh, and a punch thrown by Mike Smoke at Zach Belter, and they're just going to call possession. I thought that was going to be a penalty, and that would not have been a good one. Tuscarora is definitely advocating for a penalty there. Hard to kind of argue with the punch to the cage. Ron John down to Baker Printup, kind of handcuffed him. That's a loose ball push. And it will be possession for Brett Logan. Here's Silas Jonathan. Hey, he didn't switch hands. Seneca hands it off. Another battle in the middle. Owen Hill just having to rip his stick free. Wilson goes back in Owen Hill. Good job to get back in transition D to take away the outlet opportunity to Miller. Now Miller's picked up by Vern Hill. As Napoleon tosses it out to Patterson to get the offense going. They've got 13 left. Tuscarora not in a hurry. Don't want to slow down too much, but no rush. Nice defense there, and Vern Hill comes away with the loose ball that popped out. 7.5 to go, 8-6. This is a lacrosse game. Vern Hill with it. Feeds it inside. Nice D by Belter on Jonathan to keep him from being able to catch that pass, but it actually bounced towards Sprints. Now it's still loose along the boards. Flipped out nicely. And the Braves get it. They've got 20 left on the shot clock. Lots of time. Sidearm rip well wide. Gets away from ground. Coming up to the 7-minute mark. Lemieux tries to get to the net. Nice defense by Keenan Ninham. A little bit of a swat to the thigh there. Curry turns and rips, misses. It's going to come to Chadwick near center. Actually gets away from him. We got 10 on the shot clock. Sprints will pick it up, and Chadwick's just going to rip the length of the floor. Lemieux actually gets a break and a shot. Scores! What a play! Unbelievable. I was wondering why Dylan Sprints was picking that ball up. I thought he was just going to let Chadwick grab it. But he tossed it up. Chadwick with the immediate pass. And Lemieux gets a bit of a break on the bounce, but really takes advantage of it. And Tuscarora, that's a big goal, extending from a 2-goal lead to a 3-goal lead. 6:34 to play. It's 9-6 Tomahawks. Water break. Well deserved. It's a pretty warm afternoon. Sun is beating down right on the floor. Thanks for being with us, lacrosse friends. I'm Steven Stamp, along with Trevor Butts, bringing you this Blue Squatch production of Can-Am playoff action on Lacrosse TV. Game 4 coming up Friday night right here in Tonawanda in this lovely little rink. And then if there's a Game 5, it'll go Saturday back in Tuscarora. We have not received word on the score over in Onondaga. We'll see if we can find that out for you. Allegheny could be moments away from clinching their ticket to the league final, the winner of which will get the Can-Am berth in the President's Cup. Big forecheck by Vern Hill. Gets it to Owen Hill. Hill fights his way through, shoots, it goes wide, gets up into the netting above the fence, and that's out of play. Oh, they're going to say it's Tonawanda possession. Owen Hill has a bit of a smile because I think he knows that one didn't touch anybody but him. Here's Cam Seneca. Tuscarora not really packing it in, but definitely making a wall to force the Braves to fight their way through. Great one-hand catch by Seneca, but not able to do much with it after that, and Sprints will lob a pass ahead. Zakowski just slows down. Here's Jimmy Chadwick. Marv Curry working at him in front. He's being covered by D'Amico. Chadwick trying to fight through traffic. Pass to the far side. Devin Napoleon with 5 to shoot. He'll let one rip. That stays in play. It's going to be a fresh 30. Good work by Curry to get it, and then arms kind of ripped away by Jamani Benton. And it works. The Braves get it back on the far side. Keenan Ninham will leave it there. Still a while before they need to think about pulling the goalie, but not too long. It's one benefit of the periods they play here in the Can-Am as opposed to the 4 quarters is that your goalie is closer to your bench in the third period. You don't have to run to the far end of the floor to get an extra attacker. Time running down, save Sprints, and the big thing is he covers up the rebound. They throw it ahead to Logan Monroe. He is pushed down with some good defensive work by Silas Jonathan and then pulls up so he's not going to get the loose ball push because the ball did pop out. That's a tricky play, a fine line to tread. Patterson protecting the ball. Vern Hill going after him. Almost trips up. Vern Hill working away, but well protected by Patterson. And the 30 will expire. Tomahawks are okay with that 30 ticking away. Down to 4 minutes. Here's Jonathan Jemerson trying to get by Austin, flips it back up, gets away from ground. He fights to get it back. Nice job. Zakowski out on him. Quick release by Jemerson. That gets up just over, falls down, actually hits a fan who didn't realize that it snuck its way over the fence and outside the mesh. Tuscarora happy to see the time ticking away. 3:33 to go, a 3-goal lead. Gates Abrams stays up the floor. Austin with him. He's going to go off, and Zach Belter, who's been the matchup they've been looking for, goes out to join Abrams. Here's a chance. Sidearm shot is wide, but it's going to come straight out to Lemieux. That one's going to get up out of play, and it's a reset. Fresh 30. Had a few balls go out into the woods, and the refs are running a little low. As we approach the last few minutes, Lemieux gets a pick from Curry. He's going to shoot that one. Saved by Abrams. Put back by Curry. That one stopped, but another fresh 30 for Tuscarora. Drive to the net by Reese. And it'll be Braves ball. Ian Dolak getting up the floor. 2:45 to go. Go Abrams, staying solid in the crease, leaning back on his post, on his crossbar now. He's not coming this time. Gardner. Dolak comes to the bench to get Owen Hill out. They lost the ball for a moment. Now they'll go to Hill up at the top. He's got some room. He shoots it. What a rip! That is a pretty simple offensive set. Give the ball to Owen Hill and let him shoot. He goes sidearm and buries it just inside the post, just under the crossbar. 9-7, 2-goal game, 2:25 to play in this third period. This is exciting Can-Am playoff action on Lacrosse TV, brought to you by Blue Squatch Productions. It's been a fun weekend down here. The series will continue. Make sure you keep track of Lacrosse TV and Blue Squatch to see all of the games coming up. What a great hustle play by Brent Logan to get in, reach the stick up, but then it's given away and Ron John takes it. He's looking to Chadwick, gets it to him. Lemieux is there. They're going to slow it down, though. No sense forcing it. Coming up to the final 2 minutes. Abrams again stays up the floor, so Ron John will linger back there with him. Tuscarora almost in penalty kill mode here. They're just trying to milk the clock. Five seconds left on the shot clock. Already 3 defensive players out there for Tuscarora. Obviously the priority. At this point, they just lob it ahead. Here comes Tonawanda, 140. Abrams staying put in his crease. Owen Hill got the last one. Ron John is out watching him. Oh, it's a big pick. Fought through by Logan Monroe. There's an outlet pass. Nicely done to get it ahead to Austin. 1:20 left. 2-goal game.
115.
Austin pulls it back.
Got a couple sets in our. Still got a couple sets left here, right?
Kent Baker print up. Seneca doing everything he can to try and dislodge that ball. He's going to get to the bench. And here's a break for Baker print up. Foot save and crease violation. There's only about 6 seconds left in the shot clock, so that's a good shot to take into the final minute. Go Abrams has come to the bench. 6 attackers coming for the Braves. Sprinting around the outside is Grayson Ground. He gets a bit of a shove from John. There's Gates Abrams. He'll fire it. That hits somebody out front. I'm going to guess it's Anthony Patterson because he's the one who's limping, and he is in pain. He is in substantial pain. But he shakes it off, and he'll set a pick. 35 seconds. Zukowski into the offensive zone, then throws it back. This is where you can use the entire floor to kill time late in the game with no over and back penalty or infraction. Patterson, as D'Amico tries to go after him, Patterson will lob it down the floor. A few seconds left. 10 seconds.
This is what playoffs is, boys.
The 30 expires. Oh. Time is blown in, and that's it. The final score will be 9-7 for the regular season 5th place Tuscarora Tomahawks, who have now pulled ahead 2-1 and basically taken home floor advantage in this series. Game 4 will be back here in Tonawanda on Friday night. Check out your schedules to see that one. And Saturday, there could be a Game 5. This has been a great series. Let's hope. I mean, well, the first 2 games were blowouts either way, but the back and forth has been fascinating. This was a very good lacrosse game. I'm Steven Stamp. Thanks so much for being with us, lacrosse friends. Thanks to Blue Squatch Productions for putting this on, and to Lacrosse TV, and to everyone here in Tonawanda and in Tuscarora who have been such great hosts over the weekend. We will see you next time.